It is the mid-morning of April 7th, 1942, and Allied Naval Command finally has some breathing room. The IJN appears to have backed off some of the pressure that they've mounted in recent weeks. There's been no sign of the Yamato or her battle group. Instead, Allied aircraft have had to deal with smaller convoys containing merchant vessels. These ships, assumed to be carrying soldiers and supply, seem to be heading to Milne Bay for an invasion of the port. Instead, they were greeted by swift resistance from Allied air forces. Task Force 17 and a fully stocked Task Force 22 are now poised to gain full control of the theater with their combined might. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our War on the Sea campaign here inside the Pacific Theater mod. We pick up again where we left off in the last episode. We had a lot of airstrikes last time out, and I think that's what we're going to start with again here. We have another Japanese convoy heading in, moving medium speed. Makes me think they do have supply ships. 10 ships total, 2 heavy cruisers, possibly 2 light cruisers as well. So what we are going to do is get our bow fighters up with torpedoes and get them moving this way. We are going to keep contact here with this Kingfisher. The second thing we are going to do, we have Task Force 17 moving southeast currently. We are going to divert and come hold them here and start moving up towards this convoy. I think the combined might of some torpedo bombers as well as Task Force 17 will be pretty good. Alright, well, our Kingfisher here has encountered some enemy aircraft. It might draw in our bow fighters and this convoy, so we might have to hit them now. Okay, so yes, our bow fighters did get pulled in, as did our bow forts. Wow, okay. So I'm going to guess we're going to have something over here, some fighters. So we got to get our bow fighters moving. Our bow forts are probably not going to make it. We need to get these guys turning to the right. Yep, there they are. Get them moving this way. And go ahead and get our bow forts also moving this way. We need to get these guys going max speed. We're just going to have our Kingfisher circle here. So, let's take a look and see what we got here. Looks like a light cruiser on the edge, destroyer in the lead, and yes, quite a few merchant vessels, and destroyers back there as well. Oh, not very good with this. It's so sensitive. Looks like 2 heavy cruisers. If we're coming in for a surface engagement, I think it makes the most sense to target the heavy cruisers. So ships 4 and 5. Let's get moving at full speed. We don't want that air escort getting in here at all. And we are going to go ahead and line up echelon right. Alright, we are lined up pretty good here. I'm going to try something I normally don't do. We're going to come at an angle. See if that helps my aim a little more. Been better recently, but still some very close calls. So we're going to try and come in at an angle on these guys. Straighten out. And we are good to go. Let's close in here. Kingfisher still overhead. Bow forts are still quite a ways out. And the enemy is starting to fire its anti-aircraft. Got a good run here. I think this looks good. Hopefully all of these bow fighters can slip through. We already lost one. We're going to go ahead and drop. Drop and climb. These torpedoes look fantastic. Still think that one's going to make it. It does. Boom. 2 torpedoes. 2 bow fighters down. See if this last one can slip through. Be very close. I think it's going to make it out. And now we have some time to sit. We're going to let this guy burn up as our Beauforts continue to close in. They are moving very, very slow. But ship number 4 here should be quite an easy target by the time they make it. If we hit all 3 of their torpedoes, 5 torpedoes just might be enough. Alright, I went ahead and did some identifying. So ship 4, the one that we hit, appears to be a Miyoko class heavy cruiser. And ship 5 is the Takao class. Alright, well, we discovered the enemy aircraft. Our Beaufighter is going in. It's 3 torpedo bombers, which is really weird. The campaign map looked like it was fighters, but we're gonna let our Beaufighter go after them, I guess. They don't really worry me, so maybe this isn't smart. I'm gonna see if we can at least get this one, and then we'll be done. I did pretty good work. I'm just gonna let the Beaufighter do its thing. We have replenishment. I don't want to be wasteful per se, but especially with Task Force 17 closing in, killing a couple torpedo bombers would not hurt. Let's see what kind of strike we get this time. And another Japanese torpedo bomber down. There's only one more. Plus, these things are really dangerous. 2 torpedoes. It's quite a payload. Let's see if we can get this guy. Manually shoot here. Try to get him from as far as we can, and it works. Another air target, and another 2 float planes. Okay, you can stop. I don't want a dogfight. Not with these. We'll just let them go. Oh, here we go. Oh, more float planes. I don't know if these float planes will try to dogfight or... Oh, yeah, they will. Okay. Well, the good thing is, I don't think they can catch our Beaufighter if it's moving at full speed, so... We are going to let him pull all of these away while our Beauforts go in for the final strike. We are approaching the convoy. So let's go ahead. We're going to drop to the deck. We're going to target ship number 4. We are going to go echelon left. She is all out there alone. Moving at 25 knots, though, which is pretty good considering 2 good torpedo hits. So she's still going to be a formidable target to hit here. The Takao's in the center, so let's go for a kill instead of another damage. Now, our Beauforts are really slow, but they should be able to go up against 1 heavy cruiser and possibly make it out alive. Alright, we're taking AA fire. We've got a pretty good line on this guy. Again, coming in at an angle. This one's a little steeper, though. But it looks like she might be turning into us. So we are taking heavy flak. We have already caught fire on our engine. We are going to go ahead and drop now. And climb. That last torpedo might not make it. Oh, we do. We clip it. That one won't. Oh, she clears the other 2. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought those 2 for sure would have hit. I was worried about the first one. Alright, well, 3 good torpedo hits on this Miyoko. I would have to assume She's going to have to move at a much, much slower pace now. Moving at 11 knots currently, 10 knots. I think she's slowing down. We definitely took out her prop with that torpedo, I'm thinking. Yes, her props are completely stopped. So she is a sitting duck. I hope that completely took them out. If they are black damage cells, this upcoming surface engagement, she will be a sitting duck. Looks like our bowfighter has led all of those jakes away. I don't see them anywhere. They might have turned around and gone after our Beauforts, but hopefully there's a big enough gap. Once again, her fires have been extinguished, but she's still not moving. So we're going to hope that carries over and that she's dead in the water. Let's go ahead and exit the battle. Alright, here we are. Miyoko is heavy damage, heavy flooding. We did some good work. Shot down 3 aircraft in the process. We only lost 3 to Beaufighters and 1 Beaufort. Let's go ahead. We are going to RTB. We have so many planes up right now. We know that they are roughly here. Task Force 17, though, has their own encounter to deal with. Let's see how this Japanese counterstrike goes. Alright, we have 2 walruses in the area as well. Task Force 17 is set and ready to go. Go ahead and increase speed to maximum. It looks like we have 9 torpedo bombers. We're going to go ahead and start turning that direction. Now we do still have Canberra here with forces on the front line. She is damaged. 2 water cells and a busted funnel. I totally missed her getting smacked by a plane in the last episode. Totally missed it. And she is pretty damaged. I don't like the speed dropping. That's the big deal. So I think we're just gonna leave her be for now. But once Task Force 17 really enters the fray, or sorry, once Task Force 22 really re-enters the area, we will probably send her home. Alright, we're pretty lined up. We're just going to try and take these guys head on and hope for the best. We're not quite in the best of formations to handle torpedoes dropping. They shouldn't be going for Canberra here. But just in case, we're going to break her, get her moving max speed. And we are going to break Australia, get her moving max speed. We should be good. Pensacola, they are going for Canberra. Let's go ahead, we're going to turn in. We really need to shoot these guys down. She cannot turn very well. I guess she has 100% turn, but she's not fast, so. Alright, there goes 1. We're gonna eat these 2 torpedoes, I think. More torpedoes coming at her. No dud either. Get another ship down. I wasn't even thinking about back as much as possible for Napier. Actually, maybe just full speed. Pensacola needs to turn. Napier gets hit by 2. Pensacola avoids. Canberra should avoid. Wow, she is sinking already. I thought she would be okay. Alright, the rest of the convoy is not moving. Napier full slow. She was also going to go down. Wow. Well, that's going to leave us with a weakened Task Force 17 now for this future surface engagement. I might want to rethink this strategy. I am so surprised Canberra couldn't eat 2 torpedoes. I mean, I knew Napier would be close. Let's go ahead and get out. We shot down all 9 at least, but oh, that's so tough. Almost 12,000 tons, and the Japanese retaliate. Let's take a look at 17. I think we need to, let's go line ahead. We're going to get out of this battle line formation. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We're down to just 6 ships. I think we definitely need another strike now before I'm willing to send Task Force 17 in. And we are actually going to bring them this way. I don't want to fully commit to the surface engagement. And once again, we are drawn into another one. Our Kingfisher is what got hit. Let's see. Oh. Alright, lots of torpedo bombers. We need to get moving to the left immediately. Let's not go as hard as we can, but these high altitude bombers I'm not too worried about until they start hitting some shots, but alright, we have our first torpedo bombers already. We're going to break. Yes, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. I wasn't sure how those were coming in. What did those do? Yeah, Australia did get hit by a bomb. Oh my goodness. Alright, Australia is okay. We need to turn. Pensacola needs to just keep turning. Australia just needs to turn. Is anyone else in danger? No. That was it. Salt Lake City makes it through. We need to get some of this flooding out as soon as possible. I don't want to lose both of these heavy cruisers. For heavy cruisers, these things are not very tough. They take a ton of damage. I don't even know. Australia got hit by a bomb. Is that it? Is this one bomb? Or no, a couple planes probably. One bomb and a couple planes. How close are we on this flooding? Gotta get this fire in the magazine taken care of as well. Well, she will be going home. That is for sure. This magazine fire is being handled. This flooding will go soon. We're working on this fire now. Alright, Australia is as repaired as she will be. That Jake ended up just flying by. It did not drop its bombs, so we don't have to worry about that. And Australia is, like I said, as repaired as she will be. Heavy damage, heavy flooding. We're going to make sure everyone else is good. We shot down 7 aircraft of the 25. We are going to split her off and send her home. Back to Midway. It is sad, but okay, we have found the enemy task force. I'm not sure if this is the same one or a different one. The battleship being possibly a part of that is quite scary. We are sending this Kingfisher up to see which direction they are moving away, so I'm going to guess that that is, yes, the same task force. 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers. We are going to launch our Beauforts. They will take a little bit to get there. Probably going to meet him about there. And see if we can... Oh, Milne Bay is ready again. That was quick. And let's go to tactical. Now we got 2 Kingfishers. The Beauforts are also in. And we are right here. We are going to go ahead and drop to the deck max speed, as our Beauforts are also going to come in. We're going to bring them this way. Probably just go in with the Beaufighter manually on our own. Let's take a look. Ship number 4. Is she moving? She is, barely. Let's see, speed 5 knots. Granted, the rest of the convoy is pretty slow as well, but they're not 5 knots slow. And some zeros up this way, so we will want to be sure to be quick here. Let's go ahead and just turn in now. She is moving at 4 knots, barely moving. We're going to go directly amidships with this torpedo, is the plan. And then we're going to get this Beaufighter out of here. And hopefully our Beauforts. Let's go ahead. We're going to get them moving up a little more directly here. Alright, here we are. We have a pretty good line here. Like I said, we're going to put this torpedo directly amidships, is my plan. She is barely moving, so we should be okay. Let's go ahead and drop torpedo. Climb to get out of here. Get them moving back south. That torpedo looks good. Still moving slow. Won't be amidships per se, but a torpedo hit will be a torpedo hit. And there we have it. 1 torpedo hit. We're going to go ahead, go echelon right, and we are going to move in with our Beauforts now. We know the enemy zeros will be closing in, but if we can get these torpedoes down before that, that would be good. These Japanese heavy cruisers are quite bulky. As you saw, we can't take much damage with our British ones, but what is this now? That was torpedo number 4 now, I believe. And she is still quite afloat. We were at heavy before, so she's probably hurting pretty good. These 2 might be overkill, but we're gonna do it anyway. I think overkill is necessary. We need to at least come away with a kill here, especially after losing a heavy cruiser destroyer on our end. We've got to get some sort of payback. They are starting to light us up with some flak fire. Moving in as quickly as we can, which isn't saying much. Still moving 4 knots, so we don't have to lead too much. These both look pretty good, I think. If we are to drop right about now, let's see if we can pull away. The zeros are already here. I see the torpedoes. Let's go ahead and start climbing. There we go, directly amidships. One was a dud, but the other is a good hit. And we will fly out of here. We are definitely going to lose these 2. No fire started, and she's still not sunk. If this heavy cruiser doesn't go down, I will be so surprised. But no fires, so she might live. She might live, even though she can't move. I really hope. Okay, she will go down. I was about to say, I hope the game just decides to scuttle her, as the scuttle thresholds are different with the mod. And down she goes. So we do get 1 kill. We will take it. Alright, after action report, we managed to sink the heavy cruiser 13,000 tons, so I guess when you look at it, we still sent more tonnage down than they did, but they did also disable another heavy cruiser, so minor damage on the two up here that bumped into each other last air attack. We do gain 3 command points. Alright, we have some bad news. We have an error contact all the way up here with Task Force 72. Our Centaur and Arcturus. But then I don't know how they got up here, so we lose another 7,500 tons. We don't shoot down anything. Alright, also, I just remembered, one of you guys commented about extra supply on Task Force 17. I wish I would have checked earlier. There may have been some on one of our sunken ships, but we do. Enterprise and Jupiter both have 400 supply. So we are going to drop this off at Port Moresby real quick. I went ahead and spent a little bit of command points on a submarine. We went ahead and got a Tambor class U.S. sub, 24 torpedoes. We're going to send her down here to patrol around Truck a little bit, and if we don't really pick anything up here, we're going to bring her down and patrol right here. I think that's probably her best spot, is to kind of watch this gap here. I don't know if the AI travels from Truck past here, or if they come down through Ley. I assume that they passed through here, since that's where they were fleeing from. And I can't imagine that they kind of come down through Rabaul and then down this way to get here. So we're going to patrol around Ley. I just want to take a look at Truck and see if we spot anything. So she is slowly making her way down, and hopefully we can do some good damage. I think we need some sort of early warning, and that will help protect us better around here. Alright, we have gained 12 command points, and we are going to go ahead and get back our hero of the defense of Wake and Midway. She's in here somewhere. There we are. The Java class light cruiser. We will get her back in action. Alright, we have gone ahead. I went ahead and spent all of our command points. I think we need to start planning some naval invasions, and that's exactly what we are going to do. So, Task Force 71 here is kind of our follow-up. Plus, they have quite a few damaged vessels. And Task Force 72 will probably meet up with 77 before they embark. Anyway, the plan is Task Force 77. I went ahead. We have Java once again in charge of the task force, as well as Encounter, an E-class British destroyer. And we have 2 Macaulays, 2 C3s, and an Arcturus. So the plan here is the Macaulays will fill themselves with troops. These 3 will go with supply. We will probably get supply in the Centaur as well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to load up on troops. Load up on supply. So we should be good. And Task Force 77 from henceforth will be our landing task force. Alright, it's not quite midday of day 48, but we are close enough, and I want to get Task Force 22 there early for any type of complications we may run into. So 22 is going to leave the theater to come provide air escort for our landing force, and then once we land, she will Wasp and her task force will return. We should have plenty of air assets up here. Our 3 Beauforts and Beaufighters are back up. Taking a look at the dockyard, Australia has been released. County class heavy cruiser, 34 days. We are 2 weeks away from Renown returning. Alright, here we go. Air operations are available. Our Thresher is making its way down. We're going to go ahead and do that. So it will be on patrol around here. I didn't spot anything around Truck. Task Force 17, even in its weakened state, is here to protect Milne Bay. And Task Force 77 and 22 have met up. we are going to go ahead and launch. And we are going to continue closing the gap. Okay, and they attack 22 anyway, which is kind of what I was wanting. We have more firepower with 22. All right, so this is where we're going to leave it. We have an encounter with Task Force 22. We have 13 Wildcats up for air escort. We have a level 3 airbase coming at us. I think we should be okay with 13 aircraft. I know I've always said Wasp is our most valuable asset. I stand by that. But our Wildcats have made quick work of airbase, land-based aircraft before, and I think 13 can probably do it again. With all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in to episode 9, I believe we're on, which is crazy to me. Been having a ton of fun making these for you guys, so I'm glad you're enjoying them as much as I am making them. But like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've watched, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.